Okay, today I want to show you how you can be able to use Artboard. Artboard is mainly used for a kind of multiple page or multiple canvas presentation. Let's say you're making a business card. A business card need to have front and back. In that kind of scenario, you might need to create two canvas in one document so that you can be able to design the front and the back. Okay, and that is where Artboard becomes very important. Or maybe you want to create a presentation, a PDF presentation, or any kind of presentation at all that demand you designing a different pages of that particular project in the same Photoshop document, and that is where you are going to need an Artboard. So for us to create an Artboard now, I'm going to create. Then for the Artboard, the size for a standard business card is 3.5 by 2, that is width 3.5 by height of 2. So I'm going to call it business card. Alright, so now because I'm creating an Artboard, I'm going to check this box. Yeah, once I check, I click on create. Now I have something like this here. But the good thing about it is that if you go to this move tool and click and hold, you're going to see the Artboard tool. Now, if you click on the name Artboard here, you're going to have this option here. So if you click on the name of the Artboard, you'll see the plus sign. Depending on the Artboard that is selected, once you click on the name, okay, you're going to see this plus sign. This means that when you click on this plus sign here, you can add any Artboard based on this where the sign is shown, so you can organize it as much as you want. Another thing you should take note of is the arrangement of the Artboard, because while exporting it, if it is a document that has to be arranged from the first Artboard to the second Artboard, it will be necessary you arrange them according to the way they are going to be exported here. So for now I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So based on how they are going to be exported, you can make sure maybe select the move tool, then click on an Artboard and move it like this. Okay, you can also rename Artboard here like page 1. Alright, so you can also delete Artboard if you don't like you can select delete Artboard 4 and then delete Artboard 3 and then delete. Okay, so now let's work with page 1 and page 2 over there. If I select Artboard 1, which is I've renamed it to page 1, if I take my move to my shape tool and put a shape here, okay, this shape is going to be inside this Artboard. Alright, but if I move it to this Artboard, it's going to jump to the next Artboard. So whatever you have in this Artboard is directly is independent of whatever that is in the other Artboard. So you can have like up to thousands of layers in one Artboard and still control it here. You can still turn it off and on. Okay, when I'm designing, I like turning off all other Artboards depending on the number of Artboard that I have. So I would like to turn on each of the Artboard one by one, okay, as I'm designing. Alright, another thing that you might also encounter is that let's say you don't have this page, or maybe when you created the Artboard, you are not able to add. Like another way you can also create another Artboard is by coming here to the layer panel. You click on this hamburger menu here and then go to new Artboard. So here you are prompted to give it a name and also put the width that you want. You can also click it to put a size of the Artboard if you need, and then you click OK or something like that. You can also click on the name and move it around and position it as much as you want. Alright, so I think that is basically it. For this particular one, I'm going to show you like the way we can maybe use like 3 Artboard to design. So let's say we are designing like a work for architect. This is my shape. I'm going to make something like this. I'm going to give it architect color, something like this. Alright, then I will select my type tool and Alright, you can see I have something like this here. On page 1 I have AppText 001. So I want to make the second page AppText 002. So since I've done this here, I'm going to duplicate by holding Alt and drag to the next, then duplicate my text and drag it to the next one as well. So basically like this. Then I can change this one to 02. Alright, so the next one is to delete this one here. I don't need this particular one again. I'm going to select and delete Artboard. Okay, so since I want to have the same thing over and over again, and I don't want to have like maybe make all the artboard if it is a kind of a design that has to be identical, so you might duplicate that design and then maybe make a few changes. And the way to do that is to select the artboard you want to duplicate like this, and then you go to the layer panel. Like if I take this layer panel here, okay, it should look like this. Then if you go to this hamburger menu here, you can see an option that said duplicate artboard, and then maybe you can call it AppText or maybe Enugu Center 003 here. Alright, you click OK, and then you can see I duplicated the artboard. Then I can just change whatever that is containing or what it's meant to be. So that is how you can be able to create artboard. Okay, the next one is how you can be able to export this artboard. I'm going to show you basically two ways you can export your artboard. Okay, number one is going to be to export as file. So we'll go to file and then we'll go to export, and then we'll say export artboard to file. Export artboard to file. Then I'm going to choose location. Okay, you choose any location of your choice. So I want to create a new folder here, so you see how it's going to look like. Alright, click new and then folder, call it Artboard. Alright, then I'm going to select it, press OK. So I have everything here. Then you can give your physical you can give the file names. Then I'm going to choose Artboard content only. This must be checked. Then export selected artboard no. Export selected artboard means that if I click on this to export, it's only this artboard that is selected that will be exported. But if you said no, that means all this file that is selected, whether it's selected or not, it will be exported. And also include background in the exports is also necessary. So you can choose between different file formats, but I basically prefer if it's something that I'm posting online, I can use JPEG or I can also use PNG. So if it's a kind of a document, you use PDF, but for now let's go with PNG 24 now. Okay, and then you can see all of this should be included, and then you click on run. You give it some time to run, and then right, it said successful here. I'll click OK. I saved it in my download and then Artboard. Now you can see every the three Artboard has been exported as different images like this. Alright, so I hope you get everything down you can have done. Right, so the next one that we are going to do is exporting the artboard as a document. So we will go to file and we'll go to export, and then we'll say artboard to PDF. So this is very necessary. I'm going to choose the same file location, download, and then artboard, and export artboard content here, and uncheck this one. So now here it said is do we want to export as a multi-page document? That means a document that contains different pages. Yes, but if you want this one to export this one as a different PDF, 02 as different PDF and 03 as different PDF, then you can check this one. But for now, I want a multi-page document. That means one document that contains everything. And then this side is more like the quality. The more you increase the quality of this, the higher your file size. Where you increase this quality is more like where you have like images that are meant to come out with a high resolution. But just know that it's going to make the file size big. So if it's a document that's supposed to be 20 MB, it will not be more like 100 MB or more than, depending on the number of images that you have in your all the documents. So then this side is also important to revise page order. What it means is that you can see page 1, 01 here, 02 and 03 from beginning to the top. So by default, the way it exports is that it exports from 0 to export from top to bottom. But now, due to our own arrangement, we want to export from bottom to top, so that it will arrange them like this. It will arrange them according to our numbering. But if we say reverse, okay, it will not be able to arrange them according to our numbering. But if you do not check this reverse, it's going to do the opposite way. That means it will render from top to bottom, that is from 03 to 01. So that is why I'm checking this. Try to arrange it from 01 to 03, more like ascending order. Yeah, so I will click on run. Alright, successful. Let's check it. Alright, now if you come to the Artboard, now you can see we have a PDF. So if I double click on this PDF to open it up, now you have it. So you can see on this area I have my Enugu Center 01, Enugu Center 02 and Enugu Center 03. So please hope you get it correct. If you have any question, please try as much as you can to reach out. I will try to answer you.